Hello friends, good evening. This is Shivakkumar here. In my last video, I have discussed about the new specializations in computer science engineering, right? Actually, it was recently introduced by in Anna University and most of the deemed universities and everything. So, so as a part of the next specialization in computer science engineering. So we are going to discuss about computer science and big data analytics. Okay, big data analytics as a specialization. So it's a new course. Okay, so in computer science engineering, they have introduced lot many specializations, specialized branches. So I like to discuss first. I like to mention those things. In addition to the normal, actually, computer old engineering, computer science, engineering, right? So we have computer science self-support, and then third one computer science and computer and communication engineering, and then we have computer science, big data analytics, and then computer science. I can say Internet of Things, cyber security, and so blockchain specialization, and computer science and business systems, and computer science and artificial intelligence and data analytics, right? And then actually we have artificial intelligence and data analytics, and we have computer technology, and then computer science and engineering technology or computer engineering technology. So these were given many names and many different I mean uh, the same, I can say, actually the computer science engineering courses, right? Whatever the Java, .NET, or Oracle compiler courses, C++, and then actually say I can say Python, and then Microsoft embedded programming, all these things, right? In addition to that, we have the specialized courses on, say, business systems, and then IoT, cyber security, blockchain, data, big data analytics, artificial intelligence and data analytics, artificial intelligence and data informatics, computer engineering technology, computer science and engineering technology. So these are the new specialization course, so that our government educational department has to create the specialized persons for particular field of interest, right? Actually, rather than studying a normal computer science engineering, which was going to be obsolete in some days, actually. So we have many persons or many employees in computer science engineering, CSE, the so-called CSE. But when you are going in a specialized course, that will be really good for your career growth. Also, you will get a good opportunity in a particular area. So today I like to discuss about computer science and big data analytics. So as we know, computer science and big data analytics means we will, the student who opt this course of engineering, right? He will go through the normal computer science engineering syllabus in his degree. In addition to that, he will get a say actually new exposure to, I can say, machine learning, and then data storage in big data analytics, and deep learning, and then I can say data architecture, data analytics, and big data mining, big data architecture, Hadoop. So these are the the statistical kind of thing, and the student who are getting a chance to study this should know the basics of business, right? So that is very important. Say first they need to know the basics of, say, which industry we are going to work for the data analytics and everything. So they need to know to some level of business. Say if it is a healthcare industry or a pharma industry or any government sectors or any education institutions, so where data storage and analytics is more important, or data analysis is more important, in those industries or in those line of stream, a line of business, this big data analytics will be normally used, right? So in olden days, actually, we can getting a data is very difficult, but nowadays we are getting enough for huge volume of data through internet. Say for example, through internet, in the sense, actually, you are getting videos, photos, and then actually even actually when you are booking a cinema ticket or a train ticket, or a, say for example, whatever I can say, whatever you are doing the booking, and whenever you are traveling, so all your activities, or all your timeline of activities from the past to current can be easily get as a data through internet. That is one source of data. And second thing, through the sensors. So we are using GPS sensors. Say for example, say you forgot where your car is. You parked your car, or some of your friend or some of your relative has taken your car. You are having GPS in it, so you can easily track where the car exactly located, or where it is moving, where it is running, in which street, which area, which region of Chennai, or Delhi, or Mumbai. So you can easily get the exact location of the car, where it is parked or where it is running. And through the GPS data, we can get actually GIS data, geographical information system. So when you are traveling to some particular European country, so whether the humidity is good, weather is good, very rainfall is high, heavy or high temperature, so you can easily get all the trending of data from the GIS, geographical information systems. So it's a benefit. It's a benefit. Getting a data and doing analysis is a very important thing. So for any organizations, right? So the data can be either through sensors or through the internet, right? Actually, these are the sources. Most of the sources we are getting. And so as you know, actually, right, actually getting a data in a huge volume now become a significant issue, right? So how you maintain the data, how you are doing analytics. So in a rough minded thing, actually you cannot do any analytics, right? Say you need to have, you need to create some reason for doing analytics, right? Or some methods you need to do analytics on particular area. Okay, so we need to study the different techniques, we need to follow the different techniques, and then actually methods through which we can analyze the data, right? And for that only we have the big data analytics. So the huge data is very huge volume, and actually with ordinary I can say with own intuition intuition, you cannot do that, right? So like actually for example, if you are taking a COVID thing, so many people were affected, many regions were affected, so you need to do analytics. So in that case, manual thing, taking will, it will take a lot of time. And this the statistic person has to go and approach a particular each house and everything. That is really say problem, because during the, I can say, I can say during the lockdown, moving here and there is not possible, right? Actually, say for example, getting all the data manually by conducting a survey or going directly to the houses is not a problem. So instead of that, so government will plan. So we decided to plan an app or some website. In that, actually, they are asking each citizen or each family in a particular region or location or a city to record their health status. So if a person is having COVID or not COVID, those records will be gathered by the government websites or government organizations. So now they have huge volume of data. So now they need to analyze that. For the for analyzing, actually say how much persons were affected, how much persons were not affected in a particular area, and through which means this spread of COVID has happened, right? That is the second thing. And third thing, um, So, if you are continuing with this current strategy and allowing the markets or shops or any offices to work as usual, how much percentage of increase in COVID in the current days or future days? And so fourth one, actually, normally government will think how to cut down this spread, or I mean how to reduce the spread of COVID, right, in a particular area, a particular city or something. So for that, actually, they need to have a corrective action, right? So for corrective action means here is a lockdown. So through that, actually, they can able to control the COVID spread to some extent and bring to some minimum value. Okay, so that actually they can easily control further spread and try to avoid the total. They can avoid the spread of COVID. So for that reasons, they need a tool for doing this analysis or analytics. So here only the big data, computer science and big data analytics will come. So if a student is opting this engineering degree, that is computer science and big data analytics, in addition to the big data knowledge and business knowledge, he already getting coding knowledge, development knowledge, like a normal computer science student, right? So we have four different analytics available in the big data analytics. Okay, what are they? Say first is descriptive analytics. So descriptive analytics, and second one, I can say diagnostic analytics. Third one, predictive analytics, and fourth one, prescriptive analytics. So now actually we are going to see one by one. What is descriptive analytics? So here I explain. Say in a particular region or a particular city like Chennai, how many persons were affected or how many persons were not affected and safe. So this is a descriptive, the exact incident which was happening before the eye, right? So just collecting through the through an website or app, by which actually creating an app or website, making the public to record their health issues. I mean, how from there actually you can easily determine how many people were affected with COVID and how many people were which are not affected and safe. So now you are having data in hand which is stored in the server. And second thing, so now we are going to do diagnostic analytics. So here, through which means actually what are the reasons or which means this spread was happened, say either through the market, missing to close the markets or missing to close the shops and making the shops to work in a particular time, and actually making the the failure reasons, I can say. What are the in what areas we they failed, say, and though through that actually the COVID spread was increasing day by day. So this is the diagnostics analytics. Third one is predictive analytics. Say for example, if particular market in T Nagar, say like let's take Chennai T Nagar. Say in T Nagar actually they are having lot of shops, lot of markets, and it's a commercial place. So if you are not, if if the government is not closing that, people will come here and there and they will spread the COVID to each other, and at 1 5 days the rate of COVID spread is more, right? And so they need to think on, say particular market is creating these problems, or particular due to the opening of school or colleges, the spread is totally increasing. So they need to analyze, so which are the problem causing areas, so where to do that, and how to control that using this predictive diagnostics. So it is just a prediction. So this particular market is continually working from morning 6 to 11. So we need to check that. So it's a predictive, actually it's just a prediction. And then finally prescription is nothing but where in medical field doctor is giving a prescription to set right your disease or control the disease, right? So this is just so please take these medicines and take proper food and everything, so your disease will go one day. I mean, it will be all right in a weeks of time. Like the doctor is subscribing or prescribing some pills, right, to take to cure your disease, right? So that is called a prescription. So the same thing in big data analytics also, we are having a fourth different analytics method called prescriptive analytics. In that, actually, government will think, okay, so the particular teenager market is continuously working, and lot of people are coming. Say in the morning, 10 to 12, they are having some 5 lakhs of people are coming for the shopping, groceries, then clothes and everything. So this creating actually a lot of problems in, I mean, which results in COVID spread, right? So they need to shorten or cut down the timing of, I can say, the timing of the working hours, say in the particular shop or particular market. So this will help them to reduce, I mean, or control the COVID in a certain rate. And one fine day, actually, they can able to totally avoid the COVID spread and help the people to live a happy life. So this is called a prescriptive. So they will instruct the shop owners to open from morning 6 to 12, and one another region or a different market to work from 12 to evening 6 o'clock, and some other people from 6 to 10, and workshops and medical doctors or nurses, they are allowed to work for 24 hours due to this pandemic timing, right? And others which are more important, say milkmans or Swiggy kind of thing, or Uber kind of people, right? They need to serve the people, and they will be allowed to travel, and other public people are requested to stay within their house. So this is a lockdown approach, which is a prescriptive thing, or which was resulted due to the prescriptive analytics on the COVID results and everything. This was done using the big data's prescriptive analytics functionality. So for a big data to function, these all the four analytics are very important: descriptive analytics and diagnostic analytics, and I can say predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. Say let us take one more example. If a particular students in the 10th standard, actually while doing I can say the descriptive analytics, it was found some 10 people, 10 boys and 5 girls were failed, and other out of 40, and other girls or boys are passed the examination with good marks. And in the, this is a descriptive analytics. It's a just a what happened really, that is a existing data, that is a descriptive analytics. And the second thing as a I mean, actually diagnostic analytics, on what reason or what causes these 10 students, 10 boys and 6 girls to get a failure mark, and what makes others to pass. This is a diagnostic approach. And third one, predictive. So so what are the methods or what are the approaches to make these 10 boys or 6 girls fail in the examination to make them pass, I mean, getting passed. So this is the predictive analytics. And fourth one, I can say prescriptive analytics. In that, so you need to plan about how or what approach to be done to make these 10 boys and 6 girls to get some 80 percentage of marks and make them to pass with the distinction. This is about the prescriptive analytics. Okay. And for big data to work, actually we as already know, we have a large volume of data available, and storing of particular data is more, planning is more important, right? So this big data analytics with computer science people can know the exact data structure, because all the data can be stored in the data. So we cannot simply store all the data, and without controlling, the one day one fine day it will give a confusion, right? They need to control. And this big data analytics person should act as a bridge between the management and the technical persons and the employees and common public in any industry. Let us take actually in a government industry. See, government industry is a big source of client for the big data analytics. They need to say, I already told actually COVID about, right? Actually, so all this data can be stored in the medical or medical department in a government, so that health secretary can analyze all these things. Based on that, actually give us reports from the governing authorities in medical industry. And banking, see, banking also lot of customers are involved. So big data analytics with storage, specialty, control management, and predictive, I mean, all these four analytics are very important for banking industry. And then food industry, say like for Swiggy, Uber kind of people, right? Actually they need that. And for fast track or Uber travels, say they are in a particular time, how much order, I mean how much cost they are getting, how to efficiently manage, what are the failures happen, how to make the customers to satisfy more. And in business normally, right, actually we are calling one term called competitive churn. So what are the measures to make the clients or customers to prevent to move out of the of our deal or business? So if they are having that feeling, what are the uh, prescriptive actions, or what are the predictive analytics by which we can sustain the action, and what are the exact predictive or prescriptive actions to be taken to sustain a particular uh, client or a particular employee in an organization? That is also a good practice. So in IT industry, how much people are moving out, what is attrition rate. So these are the descriptive analytics. And when coming to diagnostic analytics, what reason or what is making the particular employees or particular employee groups to move out of the company are putting papers, or for the attrition rate increase. Third one, predictive. So predictive in the sense, now actually they having, I mean they already identify the prescriptive, I mean descriptive and diagnostic. Now they are in the third stage of analytics, that is predictive analytics. Predictive analytics. So they have found that okay, this we need to make this prediction or correction to make the employees to sustain in the company. That is a kind of I mean corrective actions. I mean identifying the source, or identifying the source or action to fix a particular problem by predicting based on our intuition or evidence, I mean based on the results. And fourth one, like prescriptive, so making some giving satisfying the employee needs, giving good high wages and all the benefits, and say medical insurance, all these things, the perks and everything, whatever which makes the employee to satisfy their promotion. So these are the prescriptive analytics where the company has to do within the employee group. So data storage also control, and data storage is also very important for any company. So big data analytics will be more useful in all the kind of industry, mainly government industries having more data, or a private sector having say medical sector, or a food industry or banking sector or finance sector, where more data can be stored and doing analytics, right? So these are the areas where big data analytics is very important. So I hope actually then this new engineering technology will branch will help the students to know the big data analytics. So whatever discussed details discussed here will be useful for a student to choose a particular computer science with a specialization in big data analytics. Thanks for watching. This is GV Shivakkumar signing off. Thanks, friends.